Dashcam fanatics who refuse to get behind the wheel unless their cameras are rolling. Tonight, the growing number of Aussie motorists filming the mistakes of other drivers. Howard Gitz joins me live. And Howard, these cameras are high-tech yet affordable.
They are, Layla, and this is what it's all about. Thousands of Australian car and truck drivers now have one of these mounted on the dashboard, recording everything that goes on outside, everything that they can see. As we'll explain, there's a huge range in the quality, prices and features that they all offer. But the big questions you need to know if you find yourself before a magistrate giving evidence: will the video from this be admissible in court? And if someone makes an insurance claim against you, will this video hold up? Well, there must be something in it, because countless drivers around the world, including a lot in Russia where things can get pretty wild on the roads, they rely on them.
From spectacular spills to miraculous escapes. It's all been captured on Dashcam, and now thousands of Aussies are joining the Russian Revolution with cameras smaller and cheaper than ever before.
What up? Red light, mate!
At this stage in my life, there's no way I wouldn't have one.
The things that I've seen have just blown me away.
School teacher Peter bought his first Dashcam 5 years ago.
You can't go a moment without seeing something terrible happening, you know.
From the inexperienced P-plater spinning out to the impatient driver attempting to overtake into oncoming traffic. And then again in the bike lane.
What an idiot. I actually backed off at that stage because I thought this guy's going to have a bad accident.
Peter loves Dashcam so much he gave one to his brother, who captured his own collision.
Oh, shit, no.
And was able to provide the vision to his insurance company. In fact, we could soon follow the UK's lead and receive premium discounts for cars with Dashcams. Driving expert Stuart Nichols believes they'll one day be in every car.
Most vehicles now have inbuilt navigation systems. It won't be long before we see manufacturers jump on the bandwagon and put a Dashcam in as standard.
But how do they stack up in court? We asked lawyer Sam Macedoni.
The dashboard camera and the footage from that device is just as good as any CCTV footage that you get out on the street from councils or in pubs or clubs where they're run by private sources. That sort of evidence nowadays in court is not only paramount, it's gold.
As long as the vision is clear and was taken in a public place, Sam says it certainly can be used in legal proceedings.
It is better to show someone what happened than to try and explain it.
While Aussie drivers aren't subjected to the level of corruption and fraudulent compo claims you see in Russia, like this one. Camzilla's Barry Jacobs says he's seen a huge surge in Dashcam sales in the past 2 years. Units with inbuilt GPSs are particularly popular with mums and dads.
We do get a few parents that come in and ask for something specifically to track their children's driving habits.
Barry recommends a Dashcam with a front and rear camera. You'll pay a bit more, but as grandmother Marie found out, they're well worth it.
Here he comes. I'm glad you had the camera on.
Marie was menaced for 5 kilometres because she was driving at the speed limit and the car behind wanted to get past.
There was a very impatient driver, probably 25, 30 years of age, behind me, and he was coming up close, very, very close to my rear bumper bar and frightening me a little.
This was the moment he decided to overtake, using a left turn only lane at great speed.
He grew increasingly angry. At that time I was glad I had a camera on the car.
With the number plate clear as day, Marie took the video to her local cop shop.
And they were able to speak to the father of the boy who had done it, and this was able to be resolved, at least to let him know he didn't get away with it.
But not all Dashcams are created equal.
You can get a cheap $10 machine off something like eBay, but the reality is you can't even read number plates, street signs and things like that, so it's not really worth the money you're paying. The features you should really look for are HD quality, large looping memory, a wide-angle lens, and also it's got to be easy to use.
So we're putting 3 dash cams to the test that all claim this but have very different price tags.
The budget one at $50, the mid-range one at $280, and the top of the line, which is $500, that has a front and rear view.
Stuart mounts the dash cams, making sure his view isn't blocked and the cables are tucked away, but straight away one stands out for all the wrong reasons.
Comparing the vision, already we can see the budget version is giving us a smaller field of view.
And when we hit the road, it becomes even more obvious.
Oh, here we go. What's going on here?
The El Cheapo only captures a fraction of the action. A side-by-side comparison of the dash cams reveals a huge difference in quality and features. The $50 model displays only the time and date, while you're also getting GPS coordinates and your speed on the more expensive dash cams. The picture quality of these two is pretty similar, but also you're getting the rear camera with the $500 unit.
What are you doing, you head? More and more dash cams now on the road. If you're doing something silly or illegal, chances are you're going to be caught.
And it doesn't take long.
Whoa, that car there just had to avoid another one.
We follow the Camry driver, and less than a minute later, another close call.
Oh, look at that. This Camry's been chopping and changing lanes the whole time.
And it's drivers like this that prompted Anne Rem from Victoria to install a dash cam in her car. 2 prangs in a matter of weeks, neither her fault.
With the second accident, the girl tried to change her story that the light was orange instead of red, and with no witnesses, I was looking at being at fault for that claim.
Considering her run of bad luck and facing an excess of $800, Anne bought a dash camera.
A dash camera in the future will be my witness.
Could be a worthwhile investment, and if you have vision of drivers behaving irresponsibly on our roads and highways, send us an email or give us a call.